Hello everybody, this is Madame Boisson. I wanted to offer out a few yoga classes since I'm a yoga instructor, and hopefully they'll be around 30 minutes and they'll vary in levels, and I'm not going to play any music during them because then they'll get copyrighted on YouTube. And so, if you would like to join me, then feel free to, and all you need is a mat. A little bit of space. And also, if you'd like to play music, I can share some playlists that I would recommend with these flows. And so, this flow is going to be a more restorative one. So let's all start off by lying on our mats. Left hand is on our hearts. Right hand is on our bellies. Toes fall open. Starting to draw that breath through our noses. Inhaling down into the belly, up through the ribs, up through the chest, filling the throat. And exhaling down from the throat, through the chest, through the ribs, and finally the belly. Inhaling to inflate our bodies like a balloon, and exhaling to wring ourselves out like a washcloth. Eyes are gently closed, focusing on those inhales and those exhales. Starting to draw those breaths longer. We'll be inhaling and exhaling to a count of 4. Exhaling here, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Once again, let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Taking a few more of these at our own breaths, maybe continuing the count of 4, elongating them more, or coming back to a more natural breath. Starting to incorporate the let go mantra with each inhale, envisioning let, and each exhale, go. Each inhale inviting any positive intention, anything that will serve your practice. Each exhale saying goodbye to any negative intentions, anything that does not serve your practice today. Taking this time entirely for ourselves, taking this time to be present on the mat. We have time to worry about everything else after. Right now, this is for you. Taking 2 more deep inhales and 2 more deep exhales. Let's slowly start to blink our eyes open. Inhaling that right leg up towards that chest, interlacing those fingers around that knee. Exhale, drawing that knee in towards that chest. Inhale, straightening through those elbows, letting that knee come out, still interlaced fingers. Exhale, drawing that knee in. Inhale, out, flexing through that left foot. Left foot is still strong. Exhale to bend that knee in. Inhale, out. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to let that knee come out, interlacing those fingers behind that thigh, flexing through both of those feet. Inhaling here, exhale to draw that thigh maybe a little bit closer to you, maybe pulsing here. Inhale here and exhale to let that knee bend. Hands come around that knee once more, drawing that knee in. Drawing circles on the ceiling one way and circles on the ceiling the other way. Next, inhale, placing that left hand on the outside of that right knee. Exhale, drawing that right knee over to the left, extending that right arm out next to us. Head turns over to the right, looking over that right shoulder. Drawing that right shoulder down. Inhale, back up through to center. Reaching around, grabbing that knee, drawing it in on that exhale. Inhale, knee comes out, placing that right hand on the inside of the right knee. Exhale, open that right knee up, extending that left arm out. Wonderful job, guys. Flexing through both feet here if we'd like to keep a little bit more engagement in our legs. Drawing that left hip down towards the ground. If it starts to come up, then just drawing it back a little bit. Inhaling here and exhale to draw that knee back up towards the center. Inhale, letting that knee come out. Exhale, drawing it in. Wonderful job, guys. Inhale to relax those arms a little bit, bringing some motion into those ankles one way and motion the other way. Wonderful job, you guys. Inhaling here, exhale, letting that right leg come out and shaking through those legs, maybe noticing the difference between the two legs. Wonderful job, guys. Inhale, left leg comes up, interlacing those fingers around that knee. Exhale, drawing that knee in. Both feet are flexed. Inhale, letting that knee come out. Exhale, drawing it in, bending through those elbows, keeping those elbows down by those sides. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. And exhale, in. Wonderful job, guys. Inhale to let that knee come out, straightening through that leg, interlacing those fingers behind that thigh, and maybe starting to pulse a little bit here, flexing through both feet like you're standing on the opposite wall with that right foot, keeping that entire body firm. Shoulders are down the back. Inhale here. Exhale, bending through that knee, wrapping those fingers around that knee once more, drawing that knee in. On that next inhale, placing that right hand on the outside of the left knee, drawing that left knee over to the right, extending that left arm out, looking over that left shoulder, flexing through both feet if you'd like to keep engagement in those legs, drawing that left shoulder down. It shouldn't be coming up off the mat, it should be down, so maybe we have to inch back a little bit. Inhale here, and exhale to draw back through to center, interlacing those fingers, drawing that knee in towards our bodies. Inhale out, placing that left hand on the inside of that left knee, opening up that left knee. We can keep that right hand on the right hip or extend that right hand out, looking over that right shoulder, flexing through both feet to keep engagement, ensuring that that right hip doesn't lift up. Inhaling here. Exhale, coming back through to center, wrapping those hands around that knee, drawing that knee in towards our chest. Inhale out, taking some motion into our left ankle one way and some motion the other way. Great job, you guys. Inhale, bending both knees up towards our bodies, grabbing the backs of our thighs. Let's start taking some spinal rolls up and down the mat. 4 or 5 of these, just waking our spines up, trying to keep those shoulders down the back as we do. And finally, coming up through to seated, finding a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, moving the flesh away from our bums, so we're sitting on our sit bones. Drawing those shoulders down, chest is lifting up, tailbone is slightly tucked here, that spine is nice and straight. Inhale, right hand lifts up, reaching over, grabbing the left ear. Exhale, drawing that head over to the right. Shoulders are still down the back. Maybe turning that head a little bit towards the ceiling, getting a little bit deeper of a stretch. If we'd like to stretch through that left shoulder a little bit more, we can walk that left hand out. Inhaling here, and exhale to release slowly and safely. Wonderful job, guys. Switching now, left arm comes up and over, grabbing hold of that right ear. Exhale, drawing that head over to the left. Maybe walking that right hand out. Maybe drawing that head up towards the ceiling slightly just to get a little bit deeper of a stretch. Shoulders are still down the back. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly and safely release. Lovely job, everybody. Let's place both of those hands on those knees once more. Taking those legs, crossing them the opposite direction, the one that we're not maybe as comfortable with, but we can't get too comfortable in this seated position because we're doing yoga. So from here, closing those eyes gently. Inhale here. Exhale, drawing that right right ear to right shoulder. Shoulders are staying down the back. Exhale, chin comes down to chest, rounding through that head. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, head comes back up through to neutral, blinking those eyes open. Great job, everybody. Now, taking that right leg and placing it crossed in front of the left, on top of the left thigh, or underneath the left knee, whichever is most comfortable for us today. Let's place that right hand out next to us. Inhale, left arm comes up and over. Exhale, twisting towards the right, grabbing hold of that right knee with that left hand. Inhale, right arm comes up and over. Exhale, bringing that right arm behind us or finding that hip crease today. Inhale to lengthen through that spine. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper, looking over that right shoulder. Inhaling here and exhale to untwist. Great job, everybody. Right foot comes out in front. Left foot comes on the inside of that right thigh. Inhale, arms come up and over, shoulders down the back, tailbone is tucked, chest lifts, nice straight back. Exhale to lead with that chest, lead with that chest. When we can't lead anymore, that's when we fold. So to show you that from the side, inhaling here, nice flat back. Exhale, lead with the chest. Don't round through yet. When we can't have a flat back anymore, then we round over that leg, drawing those shoulders back. Inhaling here, exhale, maybe folding forward a little bit more. Trying to get that chin towards that shin as opposed to that nose towards those knees. Inhale here, and exhale to walk those hands back up through to center. Wonderful job, guys. So from here, taking that left leg and drawing it in front of the right shin, under the right knee, or on top of the right thigh. Left hand comes out next to us. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, twisting towards the left, grabbing hold of that left knee, opening up here. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Exhale, placing it back behind us or finding that right hip crease. Inhaling here to lengthen through that back. Exhale to twist a little bit more into that spine. Shoulders are down the back. Inhale here, and exhale to slowly untwist. Wonderful job, guys. Let's bring that left foot out in front of us. Right foot comes out to the side. I will do this on this side so you guys can see. Inhale, arms come up and over, shoulders down the back, pinkies in, thumbs out. Exhale, lead, lead, lead with that chest, leading until we can't have a flat back anymore, and then we round over that foot. Wonderful job, guys. Inhaling to extend through that spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Just to show you an example of not straightening and leading with that chest, if we were just to go like this and reach our toes, that's great. But we don't have very much space in our spine. We don't have our shoulders down our back. If we're here, shoulders down the back, leading with that spine, we get a lot more space to actually fold over that leg, feeling it all through the underside of those thighs. Nice job, guys. Inhale here. Exhale, walking those hands back through to center. So coming back to that comfortable seated position, we can either stack our knees and start to walk ourselves up through to tabletop, or we can roll over those legs coming through to tabletop. In tabletop, let's take that right hand, flip that hand over so that the thumb is on the inside, pinky's on the out, palm is facing up. Inhale here, exhale to bend slightly through those knees, stretching through those wrists. Now, we have to be very careful. Shoulders are down the back. We don't want to hurt our wrists, but we also want to get a little bit of a stretch in our wrists because we might not be. And now that everything's online, we're on the computer a lot all day. So this counterbalances and counteracts the movements that we do with our wrists, like typing or driving. Inhaling here, coming back through to center, placing that weight off of that wrist, maybe rotating that wrist slightly here, placing that hand back down. Left hand comes up, flipping it down, thumb is in, pinky is out, pressing through that back of the hand as we start to bend into those knees. Now I'll show you just how slight that bend is. There, now I can feel it in my wrist, but I'm also not kind of bending through my arms or anything, keeping that arm straight. Shoulders are down the back. Nice job. Inhale, coming up, releasing that weight, drawing motion into the wrist one way and the other way. Back to the right hand, taking the right hand, flipping it outwards, thumb is out, pinky is in, back of the hand is facing us, fingers facing our knees. Start rocking back and forth here. Wherever we are is absolutely perfect. I know I haven't been practicing as much as I should during this period. So we're just kind of being gentle with our bodies, being kind with ourselves. Inhale, coming back up through to center, taking the weight off that right hand, maybe rotating that wrist a little bit, placing that right hand back down, left hand comes up, thumb out, pinky in, fingers point towards the back of the room. The back of our hand is facing up as we slowly rock forwards and backwards. Great job, guys. Inhaling to come back up through to center, bringing those hands back to center. Let's bring both of those hands pointed east and west and start rocking back and forth here on those wrists. Wonderful job, everybody. From here, coming back through to center, let's bring those arms out in front of us, drawing those hips back towards those heels. Head comes down, forehead on the mat, shoulders come down the back into child's pose. Breathing deeply, coming back to that let go mantra with each inhale, let. Each exhale, go. Noticing your body, noticing any openness or any tightness, sending healing breath towards those tight areas. Inhaling here and exhaling to come back up through to tabletop. In tabletop, let's inhale that right arm up and overhead. Exhale to thread it underneath the left, coming onto that right shoulder, that right cheek. Here we can either lift up that left arm, rotate that palm, and draw it over into our hip crease. Or if we'd like to, we can walk out that hand in front of us. Shoulders are still down the back in this twist. Inhaling here, and exhale. Inhale to draw that hand back from wherever it is onto the ground. Exhale to press ourselves up, Drawing that right hand back up and overhead. Exhale, down onto the ground. Lovely job, everybody. Inhaling that left arm up and over. Exhale, threading it under that right, coming onto that left shoulder, that left cheek. Inhale, right arm lifts, flipping that palm. Exhale, wrapping that back. Or if we'd like to, walking that hand out in front of us. Shoulders are down the back. Inhaling here and exhale. Inhale to draw that arm back from wherever it is to the front. Exhale, pressing up through that hand. Inhale, drawing that left arm up and over. Exhale, left arm comes back down towards the floor. Lovely job, guys. Maybe taking a few rocks here from side to side. Coming back through to neutral. Let's inhale to draw those bellies down, shoulders down the back, throat opens up, head lifts. Exhale to round through that back. Core comes up towards the ceiling, shoulders shrugged up towards those ears. Inhale, arching through that back for cow. Exhale, rounding through for cat. Taking a few more of these cat cows. Exhaling for cat. If we'd like to lengthen through our cat cows, keep doing it that way if you are comfortable with that variation of cat cow. Otherwise, we can bring those hands, one hand's width in front of where they previously were. Inhale, drawing those tummies down, coming through to a high cobra. Elbows are pressed in towards those ribs in a high cobra. Not like this. Like this. Lovely job, guys. Exhale, drawing those hips back and through all the way through towards those heels for child's pose. Inhaling, arching up and through, elbows pressed in for cobra. Exhaling, back through to child's pose. I'll do that one more time. This direction. Inhaling, arching through, elbows pressed, top of those toes pressed down. Shoulders down the back. Exhale, drawing those hips back and through to child's pose. Taking 2 or 3 more of these, whichever variation we're comfortable with. And meeting in a neutral tabletop. From this tabletop, let's start walking those hands all the way out to the front, coming to lie on our bellies. On our bellies, let's place that left cheek on the mat for a moment here. Coming back to our breathing. Inhale here. Exhale, placing those hands directly under those shoulders, starting to press up through baby cobra. So we're not pressing up too much. Shoulders are down the back. We're not in high cobra yet. We're just in baby cobra. Inhaling here. Exhale, letting that chest come down. Right cheek comes to the mat. And we breathe. Maybe hands come out by those sides. Inhale here. Exhale to bring those elbows directly underneath those shoulders, coming through to Sphinx pose. Fingers are spread wide, toes are pointed, shoulders are coming down the back. Inhale here. Exhale, bending through that right leg, looking over that right shoulder. We should feel a nice deep stretch all the way through the side body. If we don't, then draw those shoulders down a little bit more. Inhale here. Exhale, turning towards the front. Inhale here to bring that left foot up. Exhale to turn that head towards the left. Shoulders down the back. Inhale here. Exhale to slowly come back through to center. Wonderful job, guys. Inhaling here. Exhale to come all the way back down on our tummies. Left cheek comes down towards the floor, maybe shaking those hips out slightly. Now from here, Let's draw ourselves back and through to child's pose. In child's pose, coming back to our intention for the class, letting go of any negativity, any stress, noticing our bodies, being present here. Inhale here, and exhale to come back up through to tabletop and make our way down through to lying. So we're lying down here on the mat. Inhale, those feet come up towards those hips. Exhale to press those hips up, maybe interlace those hands beneath those hips for bridge pose. If we'd like to go a little bit higher, we can press those hips higher, straightening out through those arms, drawing those shoulders in, placing those hands together. Inhale here, and exhale to slowly release those hands, slowly draw those bums back towards the floor, and windshield wiper those knees left and right. We'll be taking one more bridge pose. If you have anything that you'd like to place underneath your sternum, a book works well, a pillow, a cushion, just so that we're taking a supported bridge. Or if we can get our hands underneath, we can do that as well. But even with, let's see, a pillow, and they come crashing down. We'll place that pillow under our sternum. Inhale here, exhale to relax onto that pillow, still getting a nice stretch down our backs, or taking those hands interlaced, shoulders down the back. Inhaling here, and exhale. Taking one more inhale, releasing those hands and exhaling all the way down, removing any props in our way to the ground. Windshield wipering those knees left and right. Inhale, knees back up through to center. Exhale, knees fall to the right, arms come out to either side. Exhale, head falls to the left, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, back up through to center. Exhale, knees fall to the left, head falls to the right. Inhale, coming back through to center. Exhale, knees come in towards our chest, wrapping our arms around our knees, making ourselves as small as possible. Forehead comes toward those knees, scrunching up our face, squeezing our toes. Inhale here, and exhale to open up. Legs come out long, arms come out wide, hands facing the ceiling, shoulders down the back, feet fall out to either side. As we focus on coming back to that natural breath, coming to our final resting pose, or Shavasana. Eyes are gently closed, focusing on those inhales and those exhales. Maybe coming back to our intention, why we came here in the first place. To let go, thanking our bodies for leading us through this practice. We'll have about a minute of silence as we focus on our breath in Shavasana. Inhales and exhales. Coming back to the physical space. Touching each fingertip with our thumbs. Wiggling our toes. Inhaling our arms up and overhead. Deep full body stretch. We're still lying back in Shavasana. Exhale to draw those knees in towards our chests. Rocking over onto the right side in a fetal position. Taking comfort, allowing yourself to feel safe. Inhale here and exhale to press ourselves up slowly and gently through to a comfortable seated position. Eyes are still gently closed. Hands come to heart center, thumbs pressing into sternum, fingers spread wide. Head bows down towards our chest in honor of our practice. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may my actions directly or indirectly affect the world positively around me. Thumbs come to third eye. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you through this practice. I hope you all have a safe and wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.